Wait, no, it's Pasha playing the Shaker, so the draft is just a bit better rounded than Elements.
I think when you look at their draft, you kind of go like, that's kind of got their VP style. You know, they got their offlane Shaker, Visage bringing out. Doesn't look too bad.
Oh, well, actually see Elements get a bit of a fortune here, as they'll be able to walk themselves into first blood and manage to get it going the way of Swiftending. The rest of VP coming across. Just a little too late, as Pasha...
His first move, you know, if he can get a whole lot done with his rotations early on in the game, it could help put them in a pretty good position to kind of snowball a bit.
So you're going to see Visage just TP across into the middle lane. Go for the charge forward. Solo is there, looking to hold them off. And they'll be able to continue to put pressure on, and this is pretty big. I mean, what, mid lane where you've got a Storm and you're on the verge of taking the tier 1 in 10 minutes. So EPG are going to do their best to try and hold on through it. They'll go for another strike onto Solo. Does manage to get a Hex out though in time onto Mitch, but with the charge onto Noone, holding him back, he'll still look to commit. But in fact, this might cost Noone his life. Can he get the kill? He can. And in fact, with the bottle charges, is he going to be able to get out the soul assumption? No! The last right click comes in.
He doesn't want to sit behind people that cast Fissure. He just wants to kind of farm as much as he wants.
I'll see a little bit of a go here onto Mitch, actually. Bringing him down low. Goki will be there to cover. In fact, in comes Visage with the burst. They've got the chainstone of the morphing, and Ramses is gone. Mid lane, no one looking to commit in onto Pingvincek, unable to cut through the refraction charges. So still with a quick blink back, he'll play it safe. And nearly has enough money for that first before hammer. Interesting strat deployed it by Solo.
Yes,
so they stack the Ancients and he farms them with the Serpent Wards.
Oh, all right, there we go. It's the air ball.
And yeah, that's going to be the turnaround airball. And in fact, with those bashes bringing him up to the high ground and then the charge, they've got him. Oh my goodness, Element. This big ancient stack there for them. Bottom lane, here we go with the vacuum and the bash. Again, not quite enough. Ramses is out of mana. And Swift, yeah,
here, though.
This could be a beautiful kill for Swift. He's coming in. He knows there's no mana. Ramses, very unlikely to get away. He'll pop the one charges. He's trying to morph, but it's not enough. Elements get themselves the absolute kill that they needed there. They needed to find Ramses, and they did.
Yeah, definitely. They'll have a really hard time taking these cores out of the lane, but Tiega's in some trouble here.
Yeah, VP trying to hit back. They've found no one. They've got the shackles onto refraction. Yeah, I've got the Visage trying to help out. He just will be popped. LeBron's got to be careful. In fact, with the soul assumption, the Familiars, he actually finds himself a kill in return. Takes down the Shadow Shaman. They have got the chain stun, and they will punish the Visage in return. But now no one.
So
very low mana.
Jump
forward from Pingvincek. He's going to look to chase it down, and Storm has to kill himself. So
just get purged in these team fights. But I worry for EPG. They have a good start, and they're strong right now, but it feels like it takes them way too much commitment to get these heroes off the lanes. Okay. Storm Spirit free farms these lanes. Morphling pushes them out really far, and EPG, they're just kind of looking for these kills.
Oh, they come in the rotation again. No holding back. Solo just drops the walls down straight away. Swiftending and Mitch looking for the turnaround to get the vacuum wall onto the charge. Coming through as well beautifully. Ping jumps in. Pasha will prop the Echo here. Only catches out of one. They go lead him with the shackles. They do manage to take down the Slark as well. No one zipping forward onto Mitch, but he's low on mana. In fact, they'll jump in. And Ping, with the burst damage from the Death, takes down Pingvincek, but it still looks like it's going all good for VP. They managed to get the Hex onto the TA, take him down as well.
All right, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Quite
Extra
useful.
bit of catch.
Especially against that Storm Spirit, if you can actually land the Athos. But even though they lost that last fight, they still should try to take these engagements.
Yeah, they need to do something about this in the mid lane. VP making moves again, so they just trust the ward. They do get in a nice vacuum wall there. In fact, on the familiar stuns as well. Catching 4. Pasha will drop the Echo again. It doesn't seem to catch much at all, but it doesn't matter on the sidelines. Ramses and no one beat down upon the two of them. TA and Spirit Breaker out of the fight. And now they'll look to move in for more. They'll get the swap back onto LeBron. And with the damage from Ramses, they'll pummel down a third. VP, once again, kicking off the fights and nibble at the cheese. And meanwhile, bottom lane, you're losing tier 3s. Ramses is in. Will be jumped upon by Swiftending. Quick raid for him to get himself out. Looking to see if they can chase this down.
Oh, there's the Diffusal Blade.
They've got a chance here. Yeah, vacuum him back, and with the Nether Strike, they'll find it. So they will manage to punish Ramses. Mid lane, LeBron has been left alone, though. And the Familiars and the Visage will fall. Lotus Orb, so something else that you can throw down onto whoever wants to frontline. Ramses potentially at the moment. They've got the Solar Crest buff from Lil, the Lotus Orb from Solo, and he'll get in. Drop the wards. They will go onto him, but he did kind of get his job already done, dropping down the Serpents. No one zips forward. They'll look to burst down the Visage with the E-Blade. Pasha, again, try and throw in the Echo Slam. Only catches out the TA, but it may be enough to holding back Pingvincek. And they've already taken down 2 here, VP. They'll clean up a third. And there'll be a buyback from Swiftending, but the other two do not have buyback available. Elements trying to do their best to force VP back out of the base here. They'll go in onto Ramses, but again, he's able to replicate out. Is just committing for this one. It may cost him his life. The Fisher doing work here as it forces Swiftending to go around. Lil won't get out though. It will get taken down. They actually do manage to get the Orchid out onto the Slug though, around the Dark Pack. Swiftending, can they bring him down? No, the Shrine, it will save him. Elements now with the charge and the turnaround onto Noone. He is out of mana, and they will be able to bring down the Storm. No, he gets the deny. He will deny himself.
Such a fat streak. There's a couple changes that kind of help end the game earlier, right? Yeah. There's less shrines in your base to defend, but EPG's taking the move already. Yeah,
Gogi just pops the BKB, looks to make a beeline straight to Pasture, trying to eliminate the easy heroes. They'll get it. Swiftending getting the Shadow Dance off in time. Ramses zipping across. We're going to see Noone go back on Swiftending. Gets the Daft Pack Duff, but still Noone with cheese to play with. They'll look to chase onto Lil. Lil gets himself just far enough away from Pingvincek, and again, the physical damage there once those refraction charges are gone. That TA gets ripped to pieces. It felt like 2 hits, and the TA was gone.
Shaker's the real burst hero, not TA.
This man with his Enchant Totem and Blightstone and the minus armor that Lil chucks out, it's absolutely ridiculous.
That's actually an insane amount of damage for your offlane Shaker. He just hits someone for like 1,000 damage off that.
It literally is. He's got about, what, 600, and then, the reduction certainly amps it up to that. On all vacuum, onto 3, but Pasha this time he's in there, nice and deep with the slam, forward stead on 8 elements. It is going to be a team wipe. VP, clean up house. They'll knock down the racks, and it will be finally GG as VP take the game. Again, pretty much a similar sentiment I feel that we see in a lot of Elements games. There's definitely good things about this team. There's things that they can do, but at the end of the day, they just struggle.
Stupid when that happens,
well, yes. I mean, I don't say it because I don't want to call them out, but yeah, they do. But Elements, as you said, they have it down to a T.
Oh, they're actually abusing the cog mechanic here. You know, they know they're going to be late to the runes and everything, so they're just camping up on the hill.
You can have your cogs, but you can't leave the base. And VP's lineup, level 1, that's a lot of physical damage. Hiding in the trees. Hello, surprise Mr. Breaker. He is one of the bigger targets, but they do land the arrow, and with that, he's for sure going to go down, or maybe not. Or maybe he will. Lil, oh no, they need to get another touch through. They'll get him. Lil's going to die for that.
Oh no.
That is going to be a trade here, and in fact, they're going to be able to move up and force VP back. He's got to go for this. There's no telekinesis for 5 seconds, but this body block may be enough. He'll have telekinesis in a minute. Nice bit of a delta split there to juke the arrow. And well, LeBron has to back off. The right click's too much. Again, we're seeing just how much this Bane is able to man up and just start hitting back.
Got no bashes.
Oh, and in fact, well, with that charge, he does cancel the salvo. Noone, a quick leap to save, and in fact, with the Starstorm, they turn it around. VP on the verge of potentially losing the Mirana there. It's still rather painful for Noone, as that did, he did pop a salve, and it was stopped. Try moving on to Ping. Lil's going to want to dive this. An arrow flies through. It's not going to connect, but it doesn't matter with the bugs chomping down on his armor. And yeah, the right click that they have. They'll get. Do they have any detection for this? And they do have a sentry on LeBron.
There's no man on Rubik, but oh, that's sentry. Absolutely. And they get the ward. That's value right there.
That is raised into Vlad's. Yeah, a little bit different. Top lane, Mitch getting very close. He's brought down very low, not quite enough. And now EPG looking for the turnaround. Got the telekinesis onto Ramses, dragging him back, and the rotation is coming here from Swiftending. So they'll pick up 1 kill. Mitch looking to play around with Lil under the tower, and Mitch gets away with it. Outplays the Weaver, and again, Elements pulling off these sort of plays that we saw them in game 1, where they are good at trying to make these trades work. The problem is in the mid lane, they're losing Ping a lot. See if they can punish. Noone is going to look to try and deny himself here to the Ancients, and he will be successful. LeBron unable to get the final touch. We didn't quite have the mana for the script, but not quite enough damage to bring him down during the control, so he's out of there. Look at the Nightmare Arrow combo onto the Rubik. LeBron, he's going to live though. With the stick charges, he's out, and there's the hook shot. You talked about Mitch. He's the one that they need to make the big plays, and he's setting up some good action here. Solo falling low, but it's not enough because Pasha actually comes in with the wraparound. Solo survives thanks to the Aphotic Shield from Pasha. Mitch will end up finishing off the Mirana kill, but now VP, they're ready to chase down for more. They're looking to make sure that this does not end up a good trade for Elements. With good maneuvering around the cogs, one more hit will do it. They'll find Mitch as well and essentially get themselves a 3-for-1 there.
Cool for Lycan to get in the back. He's the hero that builds all these small items, Mask of Madness and stuff. So he doesn't want to carry the detection, pretty much.
Top lane, Noone looking for the jukes here. They've got the dust. I was wondering if they were going to have the detection, but they do. They will find the Mirana. We'll see VP try and punish. They'll move in onto Mitch. He'll hookshot back in, trying to stun him, but it's not enough to hold back the damage. 1-for-1 trade at the moment, but it is EPG bringing in the favorable numbers. They'll look towards Ramsey. Stolen Gust, thrown out by LeBron, catches the Drow Ranger, but she's already on the way back. Pasha around as well. They have to be careful. He's got the borrowed time, pops it immediately. We're seeing a deep commitment here by the Lycan, trying to go for Ramses, but the Solar Crest was thrown down upon him. Is the evasion going to be enough? It looks like it might be. Ramses continues to get himself back here, but they have lost the Abaddon. Elements finding the favorable trade. Again, the stolen silence thrown down onto Lil. Not enough to control him. Ramses hurricanes himself back forward, looking for Swift, who with the smart moves here, pops the armlet, TP's out. He'll escape out of this one. Solo's there with the control. Finds the Fiend's Grip onto Pingvincek. Again, the silence from the Rubik, cancelling the Fiend's Grip. It doesn't matter. Won't be enough to save the SF as he's down. And indeed, LeBron at least will find the steal. Has to get himself out safely. Free for the time being. And actually, still going to commit to chase. Gogi is still looking to try and set something up here. Just had the initial charge through onto the Bane, and with the Nether Strike coming through, Solo could be in trouble. He's getting bashed up. They'll get the control onto Pasha, who has the borrowed time. They found one. They managed to punish the Bane. Now they look towards Pasha, and this is exactly what Elements needed. They managed to hold back the push from VP, and they will take down 2 heroes as a cost. Yeah, how long the spawn's going to be? Ping? Oh, Ping, what are you doing? Ping, you do not want to be coming out like that unless your team can save you. They've got the stolen Aphotic Shield again with the Solar Crest.
Cogs.
It's going to be enough. Yeah, the Mitch Cogs blocking off the rest of VP now. Yeah, Elements, they're going to look for the turnaround. They come in with the charge, take down one. Red Room will be popped by Ping. Doesn't really catch anyone out, but already they've found themselves 2. They'll get themselves a 3rd. The Swiftending coming in big there with the ultimate. Chases down a double kill. And on the sidelines, they found Lil as well. Lil, something in return.
I think they made the best possible play they could have made, and that's pretty much all they could have hoped for there. They got a lot more than they probably thought they could have done.
Yeah, well, no way you can contest Roche, you feel, when you've got a Clockwork jumping in on your core like that.
Exactly. They couldn't even get close to the pit. They just got zoned entirely.
We may need some good bashing. Oh, no, we've won with a rocket flare into a Nether Strike. Lil just gets absolutely destroyed. Radiance is done on the Abandon, so we're going to have mischance upon mischance, really. As
mischance everywhere.
Mischance is the lot. And we're actually going to see Pasha trying to chase down Pingvincek in the jungle. Mitch and Gogi will bring down Solo. Now the turnaround, in fact, there from Elements. And how's that mischance for you? Do you want some misses with the misses? Oh, no, we can't dodge enough. They'll get the touches through, they'll bring him down. They need a creep wave, and it's still quite far away. Elements, though, they want to try and find into the base. Mitch, oh no, he's hooked into Gogi. A bit of a mess up with a hook shot, but the commitment for Swiftending comes through. Chases down Solo. SF focusing down Lil. They find 2 again immediately. Gogi with the Nether Strike onto Noone, has to back away as Ramses turns. He'll pop out, in fact, the E-Blade, but it ends up keeping Gogi alive as they can't get the final touch through. Pasha comes forward, takes a Requiem to the face, will be silenced up, but he's still got the borrowed time. Focusing in onto the Shadow Fiend, who's still alive, shovels himself forward with a Hurricane Pike and brings down Ramses. They'll finally pop the Aegis, but this SF's going to be back for round 2. Pasha will put the borrowed time, get himself back to base, but Elements, they find themselves the bottom racks. They find themselves a fantastic fight, forcing out the Drow's buyback. This is the best position Elements have been in any of their games, and it's against Virtus.Pro. They're not done yet.
They're not done at all.
He wants to go back in. Ramses, again, goes forming himself as he tries to retreat away from this onslaught. If he goes down, that's going to be a dieback, and with a hook shot like that, the chances he falls are very high. Solo tries to keep him alive with the Nightmare. Is not going to be enough. That's going to be Ramses down for 90 seconds. No buyback available as Elements starts to go ham within the base. Lil to lead forward. They need to find kills off the back of this, but they're going to have to do it without that Drow. Without that Drow or a Lil has to time-lapse back. They'll look towards Pingvincek again. The evasion, is it enough? Not this time. They'll bring down the Shadow Fiend. VP now looking to hunt down for more. LeBron looks to be the sacrificial one as well, as he's left behind by the rest of the team, as the rest choose to just get themselves the heck out of there. Lil necessarily done, but the cogs from Mitch will stop any further death, it seems, unless Lil can close this down. Jump forward for no one. Is there any way Mitch can play his way out of this? The Ghost Form kicks in, but he has the Lotus Sword to remove it. They'll pop a Diffuser Blade charge, and
he's got a hook in 3 seconds. Maybe he can hook a teammate?
I think you're right. He may be able to play his way out somehow. We'll see if he manages to latch onto anything. He looks for it. He's got it. Straight over to the neutrals, and with the TP out as well. Oh, the jump forward for no one. Oh, he gets out, Mitch!
Oh my
Again
God.
with these escapes. He's got to make sure those hits get through. Another situation where, but poor old Swiftending, he's had a couple of times where his items have just been stuck on a dead courier, as he has finished up Heaven's Halberd, but it's not on his way out to him because it's 6 feet under. Mitch, okay, look at that hook shot. Look at that hook shot there. Absolutely amazing. He catches 3 out on the back of VP. And VP, they've got to be careful how they take this. The Crimson Guard's out in elements. Solo will get a Fiend's Grip out from the low ground. Pasha does manage to help finish off the clock. They'll come forward. Ramses and Solo still alive with a move forward from the SF and Swiftending. They'll take down one. There'll be a buyback from the Bane. Really looking to try and turn this. Swiftending, he just says, I'm going to TP out of this. The arrow off the mark. Swift gets out of there. LeBron will be punished. VP did use a cape top. Doesn't really want to go to this high ground though. Very, very risky move tonight. But this is definitely the point that the game potentially rests on, this control around the Roshan pit. There's the burst coming through, and we're seeing it bring him down fairly low. Does still have the Satanic to heal up, and pops it, immediately heals up on the Abandon. Again, Mitch in on the backlines with the cogs to split the Mirana and the Drow up. You're going to see Gogi go for the Nether Strike. Does manage to catch out Lil. Do they have the damage? No, Lil gets the chance to time that. Weaver Shikuchi's himself away. Swiftending trying to focus down onto Drow, but again, doesn't have enough damage or True Strike to do so. They'll turn towards the easier target. Bully Solo again. Lil coming back across Diffuser Blade onto LeBron. The Rubik falling low. A nice 3-man gust from Ramses, but it's going to be the Glimmer Cape again, keeping LeBron alive. The charge comes through from Gogi. Noone lands the stun onto the Clockwork, but he's low on the mana here on the Mirana. Has to be careful with how much he commits, and in fact, they've ended up losing Ramses as he just gets trapped in the tree line. Elements, they're not done yet. LeBron with the stolen Shikuchi chasing down Lil. They've got the detection. Lil's there with the time lapse, getting himself back, but it's back into the clutches of Swiftending as Gogi still connects with the charge. And VP again lose 3. Elements opening up down the middle lane as Pasha and Noone have to do their best to hold. Only 2 of them at the moment. No one's actually going to jump forward into the telekinesis. Again, Mitch with the hook shot onto 2, knocks back the Mirana. Mirana's out and down. This is going to be also certainly Pasha falling as well. In fact, they'll tap out VP. They've had enough. An Element with a victory here at DreamLeague against Virtus.Pro, and a Virtus.Pro kind of homebrew strat as well with the Drow Ranger.